Hello again, my friends, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome for the first time if you're new subscribers. I have gotten a whole bunch of those recently, which is great. Welcome to you all. I'm very happy to have you here. So this is my Worldcon haul video. Unfortunately, I didn't take many pictures when I was in Dublin. And I also didn't record any video because unfortunately my phone broke down when I was in Dublin at Worldcon, so I didn't really get a chance to do any of that. But that's fine. I don't know if I was planning to do much of that anyway, but unfortunately it made it very hard to communicate with my friends who were attending Worldcon. But I think I got the chance to at least meet at least once all the people that I wanted to meet, so that was great. I mean, it's kind of a nice problem to have, that you have so many friends attending Worldcon, both internet friends such as other booktubers, but also real life friends, because I had a whole bunch of those as well. And I did get a chance to hang out with them all, at least for a short while, so that was great, though I don't recommend going to Worldcon without the functioning phone. It did make some things more difficult, let's just say that. But I did get a bunch of stuff when I was in Dublin, and I want to tell you all about it. So first off, I got some free stuff, some non-bookish things. I got some bookmarks and things like that, some lovely looking ones that I'm gonna use. I got some coasters. This was from the Glasgow party, because Glasgow wants to host Worldcon in 2024, and I really hope they win the bid, because if Worldcon happens in Glasgow, I'm definitely going there, because it sounds lovely. From what I've been told, they also have a great convention center where they can host the convention, so that would be great. But I also got a bunch of books, and of course, this is BookTube. You want to hear about the books. So I'm gonna start with the freebies. A couple of these I got at the freebie table at Worldcon. So the first is actually a second-hand book someone had put on the table, and if you know me, I do collect a lot of like older editions of sci-fi and fantasy books because I really love the covers. I think they're kind of beautiful, and I'm a collector, so it's what I do. So I picked up The People That Time Forgot by Edgar Rice Burroughs. It's a bit beat up. It's actually like a bit torn in places. It's not very good condition, but it looked neat, and it was there, and it was free, so I was like, I'm gonna grab that, and I did. I don't think I expect much from the book itself. I honestly don't know that much about it, but it looked neat, so I picked it up. That's the kind of impulse things that I do. Then secondly, I got Foundryside by Robert Jackson Bennett, and this is like a promotional copy, so it doesn't have quite as nice a cover as the regular versions, but it was free, and it was a book that was on my wish list, so I decided to, let's just grab it, and then I can read it, and then maybe somewhere down the line I can upgrade it to a nicer looking edition. But for the moment at least I can read it, so that's awesome. And then I got one, this was not from the freebie table, this was in the trade hall, a publisher who were giving away some free copies, and this is The Widening Gyre by Michael R. Johnston. I don't know much about this one, but it has some really lovely shiny text here. I like the cover of it, and based on the description, it did sound quite interesting. So the back only has a short piece of text here, but it says 800 years ago, the Sen Empire discovered a broken human colony ship. The Sen gave them a place to live, but humans have faced persecution. When Tejan discovers his brother has been killed by agents of the Sen, he and his crew set out to finish his brother's quest to find Earth, the legendary homeworld of humanity. I love that kind of stuff, mythic Earth kind of premise, and also like broken human colony ship. I love that kind of stuff, so it sounded like my kind of book, so I picked it up, and don't know when I will get around to reading it, but hopefully sometime soon. But anyway, I have it in the collection now, so I will read it at some point. And then next up, I have some books that I did not get at the convention itself. These I got at the bookstore called Chapters, which is a bookstore that sells both new and secondhand books. So it's like paradise in my opinion, because I love shopping for secondhand books. You can find some real treasures there. And I got 2 secondhand books from Chapters and 2 new books, so it was a great combination, and they were all pretty cheap, so I was very happy. You know, I got them all for a good price. So the first of these maybe you won't care much about, but this is a part in a series that I've been collecting. I haven't read them yet, but I've been sort of encountering them in secondhand stores here and there. I've been trying to collect all of them. So this was a missing part that I was happy to get, and this is Kingdom's Swords by David Sherman and Dan Cragg, which is book 7 in the Starfist series. I think this is like a military science fiction series, which is one of my favorite subgenres of science fiction is military science fiction, so I think I might have a great time reading this series at some point. So, but I was happy to get one of the missing parts from it. That was great. And then the second-hand book that I got was Stronghold Rising by Lisanne Norman. And if you've been following my channel, you know that I began reading this series. I have reviewed the first book on my channel. I'm currently reading the second one. I am planning to read the third one for Space Opera September, that is beginning soon. And I believe this is part 6, I think, and I have up to part 4, so I'm missing part 5, but that's fine. I can track that down somewhere else. It was a great chance to buy one of the missing parts for this series. Not a big fan of the cover. I think the earlier covers in the series look better than this one, but it's fine. It does look like the characters in the book, so you know, it's not the worst cover I've seen. Definitely not. And then I got 2 new books that I bought at Chapters, and the first one of these was a part of the Fantasy Masterwork series, and this is The Phoenix and the Mirror by Aaron Davidson. I don't know much about this one, but it was on sale, so I got it for a good price. I think I got it for like €5 or something. It was really, really good price. And it sounds like one of those sort of mythic, not really fairy tale, but more just mythic fantasy kind of thing, and it sounded really interesting. I'm not familiar with this title from before, but I like the sound of it, so I picked it up. And then the second book I got was also from the same publisher, which is the Gollancz, but it was not part of the Fantasy Masterwork series, and it was not part of the Science Fiction Masterwork series, which I also collect. Instead, it was part of the Golden Age Masterwork series, which I didn't have any titles from before, but I picked this one up very impulsively. I was carrying around the other 3 books, and I was like, these are all the stuff I'm gonna buy. And then I counted this one, and I was like, that's also really cheap, so I picked it up and I bought it. And this is Grey Lensman by E.E. Doc Smith. He's a fairly well-known author, I think, from the golden age of science fiction. But I have not read anything by him, so I don't know if I'm gonna like him, but I did like the sound of this one, so I picked it up. The back says, somewhere among the galaxies was a stronghold of Buscone, a network of brilliant interplanetary criminals whose mania for conquest threatened the future of all known civilization. But where? And then there's more text, but that is the part that really intrigued me. Like, oh, you know, there's this network that someone is going to have to find, and it's somewhere in the universe, and it's like, oh, finding this mystical place. It sounded fun. I don't know, since it's written in a time where science fiction, how should I say this? Reading science fiction from this time period with modern eyes is hit and miss. So I don't know what my opinion will be on this one, but I'm very much willing to try it out, and hopefully I will have a fun adventure. And hopefully it will not be too sexist or racist as some science fiction from the time period sometimes are. So I have great hope for this one. And if it turns out to not be great, well, it didn't cost me that much money, so it's fine. And it is part of the Golden Age Masterwork series, which I do want to collect because I think they look nice. And I do collect things sometimes just because I think they look nice. That's just the way I am. So I think that's all for this time. I'm not gonna do a Worldcon wrap up of some kind. It was great fun. I got to be on the BookTube panel, which was also great fun. I think it went really well, the BookTube panel. I was very happy with my contribution to it, and I got to meet some of the other booktubers that were there. I didn't get a chance to hang out with them a lot because like I said, my phone was broken. I couldn't communicate with them, but at least I got to meet them. You know, some of my favorite booktubers that I follow, like Elizabeth from Books and Pieces was there, Rachel from Colonnadi was there, and a whole bunch of other people that it was really nice meeting. So yeah, I had a great time, and I collected some more ribbons. I don't know if you can see this one, which is from the Finnish Worldcon in Helsinki. So I collected some more ribbons to hang at my bookcase. Got a few ones here. So program participants, obviously, because I was part of the program. Some BookTube SSF ribbons, which was lovely. Some like Honor Harrington ribbons, at least I think it is. I got them from the David Weber fan tables. I think it's references to that. And this one, which is one of my favorites, is a quote from one of my favorite TV shows of all time. And I'm not going to tell you which one it is. You have to figure that out yourself. But if you know me, it's probably not that hard to figure out. But I love this one. No boom today, boom tomorrow. There's always a boom tomorrow. And then I got this one, which I'm really proud of also. So the Rexura colony tree was this like crafting station that they had where you can like knit or crochet a piece and put it on a tree that they were building, and it looked really cool. I don't have any pictures of it, unfortunately, but you can probably find it online. And the thing is that I haven't knitted in like 20 years, but my friend Ebba gave me a crash course, so I actually knitted this small like vine thing that I hung on the tree, and I was really proud of that because I made something, some crafty object, which I don't usually do, and I got this ribbon as proof of that. So yeah, I was really happy about that. So that is my Worldcon haul and some of my Worldcon experiences. It was great. It would have been greater if I had a functioning phone, but life is what it is. And now I have a new phone, and hopefully, since I'm recording with my phone, hopefully there might be some improvements in picture quality. At least I hope so. So that is all for me this time, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and like and subscribe if you feel like it, and I will see you again soon. Bye bye.